They're having a hard time finding their names. where you're going to get your stuff. Then you'll come back to the office. Okay?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome parents, staff, teachers, and students. My name is Susan Ulrey, and I am the Hobby Middle School National Junior Honor Society sponsor this year. We are very honored this evening to welcome you to the National Junior Honor Society induction ceremony for the 2020-2021 school year. You represent the standard of excellence as students at Hobby Middle School and members of the nation's oldest and largest and most prestigious student recognition program. We are also privileged to have parents, friends, and families of these wonderful students to share in their moment of honor. I'd like to take a moment to introduce, to present to you our guests on stage. To my left, we have our principal, Mr. Lawrence Caronco. Our vice principal, Mr. Greg Dilla. Our assistant principal, Mrs. Marie Zavala. Our academic dean, Mrs. Jamie Hyde. And we have our assistant principal, Dr. Marian Johnson. She's right over there. And we have Mr. Likens, who will be our wonderful MC. And of course, our guest speaker for this evening is Ms. Sophia Caronco. Now, to my left and right are the 7th and 8th grade spring inductees for the 2020-2021 school year, as well as the incoming school year for our 2021 and 22, if you can believe that, National Junior Honor Society officers and members who will be speaking this evening. So our officers for this year are right over here to my right, and they will be introducing themselves as they come up to speak. Students, you have been chosen to represent Hobby on the basis of 5 special qualities: scholarship, citizenship, leadership, character, and service. Membership in the National Junior Honor Society have been earned through the effective demonstration of the 5 qualities that serve as standard for the society. Because of this achievement, the faculty of William P. Hobby Middle School would like to award you with the special honor tonight and induct you into our National Junior Honor Society. So, without further delay or further ado, we will now begin the ceremony with the Pledge of Allegiance. May I introduce to you Hobby's NJHS historian, Nicholas Rodriguez, who will start to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good evening. Would everyone please stand? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Thank you, and please be seated. I now present to you NJHS President Veyake.
Our guest speaker for tonight is a former Hobby Hawk and NJHS member, Sophia Caronco. Once a Hawk, always a Hawk. After excelling at Hobby, Sophia went on to Clark High School, where she earned honors as a National Honor Society member. Sophia was captain of the debate team for 2 years, earning National All-American status in debate. She was a district champion in UIL academics, a semi-finalist in the state debate tournament each year in high school, and she was the Clark High School Model United Nations champion and represented Clark High School in the Model UN Conference in New York. Sophia is currently a senior at the University of Texas at Austin, majoring in health and society. and volunteers at St. David's Hospital. Without any further delay, let's give a warm Hobby Hawks welcome to Miss Sophia Caranco.
Hello everyone, my name is Sophia. I know that we've all heard like these 5 words of scholarship and service and leadership, character and citizenship, and they're really big and kind of archaic, and it's very difficult to process and understand what they mean to us. So I'm just going to tell you what they mean to me, and hopefully you can relate to. Scholarship generally means working hard, and it's academically being ahead of things, being on top of things. But it doesn't just go in terms of getting an A+ or getting a good grade. It also goes into understanding what you're learning and applying that to your life. This is something that I didn't learn until I was in college, and I wish that I had learned it a lot sooner. It's actually listening to your teachers and taking in the information and applying it to who you are, what you want to do, and just like actually taking in the information. And I think in terms of studying scholarship, it taught me how to work hard and to actually do the things that I find joy in, and using all of the energy that I have to be the best that I can be at those things. And at the very beginning of learning how to be the best, you have to learn how to do things, which means failing, and it means trying hard, and it maybe means not succeeding at first. And that's why you have to work hard and value scholarship, so you can obtain the goals that you have, because nothing is going to come particularly easy, and that's okay. I think the next thing, and probably my favorite of the 5, is service. It is probably my favorite thing, and I definitely find joy in serving my community and serving the people around me. And I think in serving my community, particularly at St. David's, the lesson that it's taught me the most is to simply be kind. It's to look at your community as yourself. It's a reflection of who you are and the things that you value, your family, your home life, etc. And take those things and be kind to the people around you, to take the values that you have and to put it into community in terms of like the youth in your community, the elderly in your community, and it's to take what you perceive to be the most important part of your community, whether that's serving at a hospital or tutoring younger kids, and putting all of your energy into that. The next thing, and particularly for y'all, probably one of the most important things, is leadership. Being a leader, I think, is the most difficult of the 5 things to be, because being a leader means holding yourself accountable. It means looking at yourself and forcing yourself to follow all 5 of these pillars. And those things are difficult, because often being a leader means going against the crowd. It means not doing what's the easiest, not doing maybe what everyone around you is doing. So to be a leader, you have to be yourself. You have to find what you value and genuinely act on those things and do what you find to be the most important. Because when you're yourself and you do what's right and you're kind, people will follow you. And it's to put that back into your community. The next is character. Character is all of these things most likely encompassed into who you are. It's what you find to be moral, the things that you value as important. And I think involving character in your life involves involving all 5 of these pillars, and it's to be yourself, to be a good person, and to do what's right. And as long as you do those things, other things in life will follow, and they'll be a lot easier. And last but not least is citizenship. As leaders, the people that you lead are your community, which means to be involved civically, so doing your civil duty, which you can't do yet, but things like voting or grassroots organizations, being involved in fighting for what you believe is correct and what's right. And so I think in following and slowly living your lives with these 5 characteristics and these 5 pillars, you'll also learn the 3 most important things I've learned in life. And that's to work really hard, even when it's not easy, even when you don't want to, and even when it's difficult to show up and do the work. It's to be kind to your community, to yourself, to the people around you. And last but not least is to be yourself, to act on what you think is right, and to just smile and show the world your joy and be a good leader, and the world will follow. I wish the best of luck to all of y'all, and good luck.
Ms. Caranco, thank you for your words of encouragement and wisdom in being part of our students' special night. I do remember a while back when Sophia walked this very same stage. I think that was my first or second year here at Hobby Middle School. It was a privilege having you speak this evening to our students, and I truly hope that the message you sent will surely be something that will carry with them as they transition through high school for some of you, and 8th grade and further beyond for y'all. So I'd like to take a minute to say thank you to Sophia for giving up her time today to come spend this special night with us. And of course, in case you didn't know, Mr. Cronco is her father. Making sure everybody understood that. All right, so now at this time, I'd like to introduce to you one of our officers, NJHS historian, Nicholas Rodriguez, as he reads the ideals of NJHS.
Membership to the National Junior Honor Society is not granted indiscriminately. Granting membership is perhaps the greatest honor the school can bestow upon you, for it indicates excellence, not in one area or field, but in all. 5 different objectives are used as a basis for considering candidates for the election of the NJHS, as your selection indicates that you have been successful in reaching the desired goals. Membership brings new responsibilities and new needs for staunch leadership. The emblem of the National Junior Honor Society is the flaming torch. The flaming torch gives light to the builder so that he may build safely. The torch has, from the earliest times, been the emblem of knowledge. Unlit, it has no power to lead and guide. It has no effect until the torch of the match changes until the touch of the match changes it into the vital and beautiful flame. Just so the knowledge, the wisdom, and the inspiration that are buried in the great stores of books and hidden in the minds of the men that have no value until by faithful study we unlock these treasures and make them give up their stories for the use of men. As man has long lit the torch to guide them into dark places, those who seek the truth will light the torch of knowledge. Our education must be held firm and true to the purposes of life by the virtues represented in the symbol of knowledge and light: scholarship, character, leadership, citizenship, and service. I would now like to introduce to you NJHS Secretary Andrea Lopez, who will speak with the first of the 5 qualities: scholarship.
Scholarship. Scholarship is the love of learning, the search for truth, mixed with wisdom and understanding. It is one path leading to peace. Each of us should use our minds, for they are instruments for understanding. With understanding, solutions can be discovered. Solutions are factors that are lacking in today's world of uncertainty and unrest. It is up to future generations to profit from the mistakes of their ancestors and to apply the use of words instead of weapons. Scholarship will give us power to enable the accomplishment of this goal. Nothing as much as the earnest endeavor to learn opens the way to knowledge and wisdom of others, to an understanding and appreciation of the efforts, the mistakes, the joys, and the sorrows of mankind. Scholarship is within the reach of everyone, and he who desires it must earn it by putting forth hard and tireless effort. The time and dedication in obtaining an education will return with manifold blessings. I will now light the gold candles to represent scholarship in all of its traits. I would now like to introduce you to the NJHS Treasurer, Trinity Douglas, who will speak to you about character.
Character. I come to representing you. For good character is one of the most important traits for membership in the National Junior Honor Society. Good character is built of patience, love, purity, valor, moral courage, gratitude and joy, respect, perseverance in the right, appreciation of the good and beautiful, and independence of thought, further clothed character. All these virtues must yet be tempered with humanity. Quite a task indeed. A very famous author once said, "Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example." In speech, in life, in faith and purity, be that example. As I light the purple candle, I understand it represents all these vital traits of character. At this time, the National NJHS Secretary Andrea Lopez will give the message about leadership.
Leadership. Leadership in its highest sense is not simply an outgrowth of vigorous and pleasing personality. In order to benefit mankind, leadership must proceed from pleasing personality. It requires constant self-denial, a genuine thoughtfulness for mankind. Humility is a requisite here, for the success of any cause is endangered when the leader thinks himself higher than the cause. Self-confidence and poise mark a true leader. Those traits are born of experience, knowledge, and understanding of humankind. Self-confidence is not conceit, but it is genuine belief in the righteousness of one's cause and a just appraisal of one's ability and knowledge. These ideas may be accomplished as a good member of your community, school, and other organizations. The peace and prosperity of the world and the salvation of mankind from itself is in the hands of our leaders, in you. Our leaders lay the hopes for the future of the world. Leadership is represented by the green candle. At this time, Veyake will give the message about citizenship.
Citizenship. I represent citizenship, another of the requirements for membership in the National Junior Honor Society. Being a good citizen requires more than just obedience of the law. Citizenship implies a respect for the rights of others and the ability to cooperate and interact with others to achieve common goals. A good citizen willingly accepts responsibility to make his and her community and her world a better place in which to live. Citizenship is represented by the blue candle. Lastly, Trinity Douglas will give the message about service.
Service. I represent service, and my symbol is the red candle, which has become recognized by the world as a symbol of service. Service to others gives us the highest form of happiness in this world. To be a friend to the friendliness are the aim of the world. The cure for selfishness is service to others. Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without monetary compensation or without recognition is the quality we seek in our membership. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better tomorrow. I will now light the red candle service. I now introduce to you NJHS Vice President Connor Dillard, who will read the NJHS pledge.
Inductees, please stand. You will now recite the pledge to become members of the National Junior Honor Society. Please hold up your right hand and repeat after me. I pledge to uphold the high purpose of the National Junior Honor Society by continuing my high scholastic standing, by maintaining a worthy character, by giving of my time and my talents to serve others, by recognizing my responsibility as a leader, by being a loyal citizen of Hobby Middle School. Thank you. You may be seated.
Mr. Cronco, fellow administrators, and honored guests. At this time, I would like to introduce the Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Likens, who will present to you the names of the Hobby students who have met the criteria of scholarship, character, leadership, citizenship, and service. Mr. Likens.
How we doing tonight, guys? Okay, so before we get started, I just want to say everybody looks great tonight. I was walking around talking to some of the students. I could tell they're excited. I told them they should be very proud. I know everybody up here is very proud. And I'm excited to actually be doing this in person. It's the first time I've been around so many students instead of looking at them on a camera or a car going by. So I think this is going to be a great night. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. Andrew James Adcock Bedoya. Robert Aguilar III. Mariam Al-Sharif. Charles Angelini IV. Yasmin Destiny Yarsi. Dylan Bowers. Jordan Christine Bowers. Andrew Ryan Cabrera. Pamela Cazares. Ade Coronado Hernandez. Grant William Davidson. Abraham Christopher De La Rosa. Penelope Isabel de los Santos. Lily Neary Dreyer. Pedro Francisco de Luna II. Austin Blake Drum. Tyler Drum. Joshua Joe Espinosa. Aiden Christian Fieros. Alejandro Jacob Garza. Brett Alex Garza. James Mercer Griffith. Sebastian Cole Guillermo.
Good job, Bill.
Jack Donald Meany. Mayumi Fabricante Hernandez. Darian Isaias. John Matthew Jones. Margaret Mary Waltressa Coe. Nicholas Kerman. Trinity June Lehman. Riley Elise Luna. Jasmine Lenore Marquin. Ashton James McKee. I know you. Logan Elizabeth McGinnis. Justin Francisco McNary. Walker Scott Mogul. Gatton Ryder Moore. Melvin Bernard Oliver III. Jaden Jeremiah Onyate. Veyake Maria Perez, Jay Phillips, Arasa Michelle Rodriguez Garcia, Nicholas Tatum Rogers, Cole Daniel Rosenberg, Olivia Maya Salazar, Jackson Lee Sauerbeer, Jay Louise Stiggers, Mia Avery Shulialpa, Zoe Skylar Shulialka, Melody Ambassador Teclemeco, Bronson Levi Thurman, Aiden Arturo Vanegas, Daniela Marie Villanueva, Rollins Crystal Villarreal Mate, Travis Joseph West, Felix Frank Willis, Avery Grace Wilson, Zaira Andrea Zavala, We will now read the names of our virtual honorees. Talea Michelle Bishop, Trinity Simone Berry, Dasani Faith Bernal, Beba Batra, Peyton Tyler Avalos, Abigail Nicole Bush, Marissa Catherine Buchek, Kiara Victoria Cardona Ruiz, Yasmin Cristina de la Rosa, Farah Simone Flores, Abigail Grace Garcia, Jason Cavell Flores, Violet Sarah Guillaume, James Peter Guillaume, Nina Catherine Gonzalez, Zephin Micaiah Hemon, Eileen Terrace Martinez, Sanaya Antoinette Miller, Brian Emil Morales Oviedo, Joaquin Daniel Lord Moreno, Nathan John Okulich, Abel Yu, Sophie Jean Pomeroy, Gregorio Sanchez, Malachi Valentino Sanchez, Hamza Shaid, Noah Adam Vivian, and Judah Matthew Moros. Congratulations to everybody. We're very proud of y'all.
At this time, Mr. Cronco, our proud hobby principal, would like to recognize our NJHS officers that have served this current year in 2020 and 2021. Mr. Cronco.
Parents, students, sponsors, teachers, everybody out there. We're live streaming, all our teachers out there. Last year we did this ceremony in an empty cafeteria and we were just live streaming. It is great to be back in person, being around people, seeing our students really just gives me that energy. Seeing our young people come up here and speak in front of their peers, seeing ex-hobby hawks come back and just talk to our students, that's what gives me the energy to come every single day and make a difference. Our president, Veyake, will you come up here? I want to thank you. All right, our president, Veyake, was tapped to be president this year. I want to say thank you, Bea, for your leadership amongst your peers. It's very evident why you were chosen as the president. So if you'll just stand right over there, because I want all you guys to get a good picture of this. Connor Dilla, our vice president. Thank you, Nicholas Rodriguez, for reminding us of the importance of this year at the NJHS as our historian. Our secretary, Andrea Lopez. Trinity Douglas, thank you for everything you've done for us as an officer. Give it up for these young people right here, leading their peers. New inductees, this is your goal right here, to lead the school next year. This is your charge to start after tonight's ceremony. You are the new leaders of this campus. The torch is being passed to you, and next year you become the leaders on the campus. You finish out this year as leaders, and then next year you start and run for office, and we'll keep that going. So thank you once again. you guys can have a seat now. I'm going to be on the Jumbotron live streaming out there. Great job. Once again, none of this could be possible without my faculty and staff that make these things happen. My lovely assistant over here help me. Kelly, you want to come down here? I would like to thank our sponsors for making this happen. When I tasked them, last year we did a virtual ceremony. I said, no, the conditions are right to come back in person. Can we find a venue to make it happen where we can be safe and still honor our students with all the hard work, for the hard work that they've done? So Susan Ullery, will you stand up? Be recognized? Thank you, Susan, for your hard work in making this happen. It was a big challenge in a short period of time, and they made it happen. So thank you very much. Taking over the reins for next year, a new teacher to Hobby Middle School this year, her first year teaching, and next year she'll be the NJHS sponsor, Ms. Lauren Matalone. So under that supervision, another person that really made this happen, that went out and found the venue, Ms. Marie Zavala, will you stand up? Once again, these people made it happen. By getting us together in this venue, you see our flags are flying again, and they'll be out there flying at the school as soon as we get them put up. They finally came in. Young people sitting out here in front of us, scholarship, leadership, citizenship, character, and service. Continue to live this, continue to model this. You heard from our hobby hawk over here, Sophia. Sophia, I want to thank you. It's always been tough being the principal's kid. Now you're the principal's adult child coming up here speaking to former Hawks. So once again, thank you. Mr. Dilla, my vice principal, for making it happen all the time. You guys know this guy's active. He's everywhere. So give it up for Mr. Dilla. Jamie High, the academic dean here at Hobby Middle School. Dr. Johnson right over there, newest addition to our administrative team coming on board. And the voice of Hobby Middle School for what, 20 years now? Mr. Chris Likens. All right, Mr. Dillon, come on up and close it out for us.
At this time, please join in welcoming and thanking and acknowledging our new NJHS members at Hobby Middle School. And last but definitely not least, there's one group, students, that we have not acknowledged and thanked them. And I think the people in your families and in your lives that have helped shape you into magnificent young men and women. So please, students, at this time, stand up. Yes, everyone has to stand up to do this. Okay. Please turn towards your parents. And I think at this time it is extremely appropriate to say thank you and to give your parents and family a huge round of applause. So thank you for everything, parents. Okay, students, go ahead and be seated. We want to thank you, parents, from the bottom of our hearts. As Mr. Cronco acknowledged, that last year we did this virtually, and we had students zooming in, and we did the presentation virtually. And as our students have returned in larger numbers to the campus, one of the things that we have missed tremendously is being able to recognize and acknowledge the hard work that our students do, especially in a larger assembly. You know, these are the things that their teachers who were up in the crowd, and I know I saw quite a few, truly work and hope for our students every day, is to allow them to be successful and creative and take risk in the classroom and to learn and grow. So for the teachers here, I know that Mr. Cronco kind of mentioned them. Please give the teachers a round of applause if they're watching online. And I say this every year in closing, as I see the 8th grade students who are leaving us, it always weighs on our minds what group of students will fill the void or the vacuum that has been created by an outstanding 8th grade group. And every year I am reassured when I stand in front of this ceremony and I say, I believe Hobby truly is in good hands with the students that are acknowledged here today, and all the time to say that Hobby is in good hands. And I thank the 8th graders for continuing our Hobby Hawk traditions. Once a Hawk, always a Hawk, as evidenced by Ms. Sophia Cronco coming back and spending time with us. So thank you all for a great evening. We do have up at the top, you probably walked by it, there's a little hobby board and Northside board. If you would like to take pictures in front of it, please do so. Thank y'all, drive safe and have a great evening.
I don't know.